this tutorial, we're going to learn how to import a supplier catalog that does not exist in your ShopKart database from the master catalog database. This process is what you will use when you want to import a new supplier catalog when new suppliers provide their data to NetSoft Studio. Currently, we are already logged in and we're at the main menu. If you notice where it says Suppliers, it shows new catalogs are available. Let's go ahead and click on Suppliers. I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom because the bottom is going to show us the new catalogs that are available. So as we see, there's a section that says Supplier Catalogs Not Found in Your ShopKart Database. To add the supplier catalog to the ShopKart database, all I need to do is click on the plus sign next to that particular supplier. This brings us to the import screen. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to set my import options. So I'm going to check mark import new products into my ShopKart stores, and if I have multiple web stores, they will appear in this list. In our example here, we only have one web store, and I'm going to select it by left clicking with the mouse button. If I had multiple stores, I could decide which stores I would like to have the products imported into. Next, I'm going to tell ShopKart to go ahead and categorize the new products, and then I'm going to tell it to assign attribute groups and options to the products. The category structure that will be used is the category structure as found in the master catalog database. ShopKart will attempt to match up a category in the master catalog with the category in your ShopKart. If it does exist and there's a match, it will go ahead and categorize it into the existing category. If there is not a match, it will create a new category. It will set that category to inactive as well as its parent categories. Let's go ahead and proceed and synchronize with Master Catalog. And I'm going to click OK. Now, depending upon how large the catalog is that's being imported, this process can go as quickly as 5 minutes as well as long as an hour. Once the update or import has completed, you'll see that it's at 100%. Let's go take a look at our data. So I'm going to click on Return to Suppliers. And once we go back and look at our suppliers, we'll notice that we don't have any new catalogs that are ready to be imported. Let's take a look at the products that were imported, because there's a few more steps that must be taken in order to bring the products live on your website. First, I'm going to click on Web Stores. I'm going to edit the web store, and then I'm going to go to Products. In ShopKart, when any new products are brought into your ShopKart web store, those products will be set to a status of inactive, newly imported. In our case, we just finished importing the Marco Awards Group catalog, so I'm going to go ahead and select Marco Awards Group so I can view only their products and click Search. And as you notice, the products are in an inactive, newly imported status. So what we need to do is we need to make these active and also set the pricing. Whenever products are imported into ShopKart, the unit cost will be brought in, but the retail price will be set to $0. You do need to set your retail pricing of what you're going to charge for these products. This can be done individually one by one, or you can use the bulk product change tool. I'm going to go ahead and click on Change Store and then go to Bulk Product Changes. From here, I'm only going to work with the Marco Awards Group product catalog, and I'm only interested in inactive, newly imported products. There is another video that describes how to use this screen. Simply click on the video icon over here to begin that video. For our purposes, we want to set the status of all of the newly imported products to active. So I'm going to set this value in this pull down list. Then I'm going to scroll down a little bit more and I'm going to set my pricing. And I'm going to say all products between $0 and $9,999. Increase it, and you will specify what percentage you wish to increase it. For our example purposes, I'm going to choose 200%. Then I'm going to scroll down and I want to tell it how to round after it does the calculation. I'm going to select to the nearest 1/20th, which basically means round to the nearest nickel. Then I'm going to scroll down further and I'm going to click on Preview. Preview allows me to look at the changes prior to it actually making the changes to the database. To speed things up for our demonstration purposes, we're just going to click on Process and Update. And now at this point, all the retail pricing is going to be calculated based upon the pricing markup that I specified. I specified a 200% increase. So therefore, it's going to take the current unit cost and increase that by 200%. Here's the new unit price of this product, and then we see the profit. In addition, the product status is now active. It is no longer inactive, newly imported. I'm going to let this run until I get to the very end, down at the bottom, and I'll know it's completed when I see the NetSoft Studio at the very bottom. As you notice, we are now at the very bottom of the page. We see the NetSoft Studio logo, and as a result, I know that this processing has finished. So I've completely imported the product catalog, and I've also set the pricing, and I've also made the products active. There's still one thing I still need to do, and that is to check any of my categories. When ShopKart categorizes products based upon the master catalog, if a category cannot be matched up, ShopKart will create a new category. But to let you know which categories were created before they go live on your site, ShopKart will make sure that category status is inactive. In addition, it will make any of its parent categories inactive. For instance, if there was a change to a subcategory for acrylic awards, we would see that the acrylic awards status would be inactive. That lets us know that either inside that category or one of its subcategories, there was a new category created during the import process. Simply review it, make sure it matches what you want, set the category status to active, and you have now completely imported a new product catalog. This concludes this tutorial.